Hopefully we are back. Sorry about that. We had a slight internet connection. Welcome to Flat Earth Debate if you've just joined us. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside these shows while they're live and a link in the info box below this video once the video has rendered. But most importantly, if you'd like to join the debate, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the discussion and express your views on the shape of the Earth. Now, I do have approximately 30 minutes left on the live stream that's just ended temporarily, and hopefully we still have our live audience with us for the next half an hour. And we do, fortunately, as this is a continuation show, have a complete guest list of people in the Hangout, so I'll transition across to them and introduce them briefly. Hopefully they can all hear us. We do have Arwin, Sleeping Warrior, and Ranty. How are you all doing, gentlemen? Can you hear us?
We can.
Doing good. What happened?
Yep, still here. Wow, badge.
Died.
He says, when Arwin is the spokesman for your movement, you know your facts. Okay. Didn't know I was the spokesman.
You're the self-appointed spokesman.
Yeah, you mentioned something just a moment ago, Anthony, about the boat appeared to go over the horizon. I'll show you. Let's see where it's gone.
Back to my really
I'm not
slow
even
Hangout that
the
won't
self-appointed spokesman. I'm being appointed by these chat people.
Yeah, self-appointed by the chat people.
I don't know them. They're not my trolls, really. I don't have the money for that kind of thing.
Oh, I know it'll be.
Right, I'm going to give up on just adjusting your volume, so if everyone wants to moan in the comments about everyone's volume being all over the place, it's tough luck. It's not my fault.
I've never once seen anyone complain about the volumes, to be honest, Nate.
Am I displaying at all? I don't know if I'm...
Nah, man. Not till I can get rid of the volume bar, and then I can click on your icon. What a
Right, okay.
shambles.
I don't know if I am screen sharing or not.
You are, but it's just you're just not going out to the audience yet.
Right, okay.
$50 people watching though, so at least a few people hung around.
Did you have to start up a new Hangout, or did you carry on with the previous one?
No, I just couldn't get it. It didn't come back on time to keep the other one going, so this is a new Hangout now. There you go, Ranty, you're up now.
Oh, so we got
Ranty's on.
another 2 hours.
No, half an hour.
Actually, I'll display the other video first, because this is the one that you were just mentioning, saying that it looked like the boat was going over the horizon. So I'm just going to address that. 58. It joins up. I know which one you're talking about. Where is it? Here, this one. Yeah. So this one looks like it's going over the horizon.
Yeah, it's curved, man. Definitely curved. Where's the bottom of the boat?
It's gone over the horizon, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's not flat after all. Damn.
So that's what you were asking. He said it looks like it's going on. You can see the front and the back of it, but you don't see the middle of it. You know, you can see the back of it, and you can't see the middle of it, basically. If I show you the next video.
All that glorious flatness.
Hopefully I should have the boat on here at some point. I had it up just a minute ago. Bear with me. That one. Probably not going to see it now, am I? Oh, there it is. This is the one that you were saying has gone over the horizon, isn't it? But all it is the same effect as we saw at Clay Lake. Where is it? the boat is just blending into the mirage line. You know, you see in the front, you're not seeing the middle, and it's just blending into the mirage line. It's still there, just blending in. And if you look at the turbines as I move in, you'll see what I'm going to talking about. I'll pause it when you see the turbines repeating themselves. There you go. You see where the mirage line is.
Ranty, do you film with a potato?
P900.
All right, so it's a question in chat.
All right, okay.
No, it's not a potato. It's a P900. It's similar.
You do realise that these wind farms are 16 miles away.
Yeah.
Does the P in P900 stand for potato?
16 miles of glorious flatness.
All right, it's flat everywhere, boys. Flat everywhere. And all that's happening, as I say, is this. When I lowered my elevation from St. Bees, this is what we saw at a higher elevation. And as we came down, the boat started to disappear. But the actual height of the boat itself stayed a consistent height above the hard horizon. So that all that was happening was the middle part was just blending out into the mirage line. And I've yet to see a debunk on this.
Troll claims glorious flatness as the windmills, and they're not even windmills, they're wind turbines, fall into the ocean. Pure genius. No, they're not falling into the ocean. They're just going into the point where we can no longer see them. Because you can
Refraction zone.
Or the invisible zone, or the bit that we can no longer see them because we don't live on a curve.
Well, it's not invisible zone. You still can see something, but it's getting blurred up, basically. So it's a refraction zone. That's what Ranty was just showing us.
I'd like to see some of these trolls present evidence of balliness. Flat earthers to prove that it's not a ball. Why can't the ballers prove that it is a ball? Isn't it their assertion in the first place?
Hey, come on, give them a break. They're trying really hard. It's like, look at Soundly's awesome video. If you just zoom in enough on that one part where the slant starts, then it kind of looks like a ball curve. So if you just look at that one part, then it could work, you know?
Refraction, Soundly.
Just wherever you get to see that apparent drop, that gradual curve-like drop, that is where the curvature is. And then you just have to imagine that is everywhere, and then you got a ball.
Notice how the sky is reflecting underneath the sand and the water there. The bloke's walking on the sky. See that? That bloke's walking on the sky.
What?
Well, you see the mirage thing, the band of previously known as the band of dirty air that we now call the obstruction to the observer, that is actually an inverted mirage. Thanks, Slice Barcane. That bloke's walking on what looks like sky.
I can't see his feet. It's very poorly timed.
You can see that he's walking on the beach though, but it appears to be the sky.
Oh wait, yeah, I just saw a slight reflection of his shoes there for a second.
I'm trying to stop it in the right.
So he's basically walking on the how do you say this? The non-standard refraction land mirage.
He's walking on the inverted mirage that appears to the observer as obstruction.
It's land, so that makes sense. That is an actual mirage. That is actual non-standard refraction, and it causes like that mirror effect, and that happens a lot closer.
I think it's a dog. Pretty sure that's a mirage, and it's a hyena.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
No,
and he's actually in Australia. This has been the refraction was that good this day that it was loomed all the way around the world.
God.
And he was actually
that's not a dog. It's a hyena, and that's not a white man. It's an Aboriginal, right?
That's right. Refraction's a crazy, crazy thing.
He's actually in Australia at that point. Being loomed all.
Kangaroo.
So you're watching these as I'm revisiting them myself, because I can't remember what's on these. It was such a long time ago.
So Ruhif has just sent me something on Skype saying that he's got a 5-minute video, pretty much exactly what he was demonstrating yesterday. I'm not going to watch it, Glenn, Ruhif. I'm going to wait for it tomorrow. So when you come in tomorrow, we'll do it on the fly. So thanks for the link, but I'll respond to it tomorrow. Let's do the maths again tomorrow because I'll be paying it. I'll be here. I missed it yesterday.
Can't get the focus on this one.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? That the sea, especially in the far distance, it functions very differently compared to land, because land actually it collects the sunlight heat, or it generates heat because it collects the light, and that causes well this slight layer of heated air just above the ground, and that is what causes that mirror-like reflection, and it happens a lot closer in view than the standard refraction effect, which is pretty much it only starts very far off. It's interesting. It's both refraction effects but different.
I think this was from Southport, trying to look south, but you can see the issues that we get when you're trying to film this. And you see this is in focus now, but all this is crappy air, basically. You got miraging going on, you got dirty air above it. You can see the wind turbines in the distance.
It looks like it's being smudged in Photoshop almost.
You can see the wind turbines turning there. And I think the distances are ridiculous. You know, it's a ridiculous amount of. It's just like from here somewhere, I think. So this distance.
Yeah. By the way, Ranty, was that footage, that last
30
footage you
miles.
showed, was that on land as well?
Yeah, that was.
Then I can explain why it's probably wobbling around like that. That is actually the heat exchange of the ground that is causing turbulence, like air turbulence right above it, because of the heat exchange with the colder air above. That should like cause this weird wobbly effect like that. So that kind of explains why it's wobbling around so much. It's basically because of the heat exchange.
Yeah, I mean,
Heat
all
coming
this
off
is
the ground
just
with the
obstruction.
colder air above. That causes all kinds of turbulent patterns. It's not, yeah. It's it's not very, it is like turbulence. It goes all over the place in a fractal nature. So that causes all these irregularities.
I mean, you can actually, like I say, you can see the wind turbines in the distance. That's the hard horizon, that's the crappy air, and that's the miraging underneath, mirage in the sky on the sands. It was all going off on this day. Anyway, that'll do for now, my presentations.
Isn't it funny that the bowlers that are in chat won't even be paying attention? They'll just dismiss this without even looking at it. Yet the reality is that we're seeing stuff that way further away than what we should do. If it's all mirages, why is it always appearing just to be perfectly flat? A little bit of distortion, but it's flat. It's ridiculous.
They're not trying to dispel what we're doing. They're just looking like desperate rats for a couple of crumbs, which they can peck on us. Like they're just trying to find a hole and they can't find it.
Oh,
they're just waiting in the distance, hoping that we say something stupid or make a mistake or say something that is risky and could be used to ridicule us. They're not really actually working on their ball anymore because they know we got it tight. Our fortress is armored. They can't get through, so they're just waiting for us to come out and make a mistake of some kind.
About 5 minutes left before I round this out, I think, guys.
So what have we learned today? Anything? Do you think those mountain ranges are part of Wales?
You put a lot out there to debunk, Ranty. We're all resting on our laurels, quite relaxed. You can probably tell by the dead air. We're all quite chilled at the moment.
I've learned something. That footage you took, that you showed just now, of that land with the blurry effect, that was really interesting. And yeah, what I said about it, I think that's pretty much it. It's the heat exchange from the land giving off its heat to the colder air above that is causing this weird wobbly effect that blurs up the visuals. And I think that in the ocean it doesn't do that, because the temperature of the ocean itself in comparison to the air above, that the temperature difference is never that big, so it would never really cause that kind of blurring up. That's why we don't see that there. We just get the refraction zone, which, by the way, is much farther away compared to that footage of the land. Like all these mirage type effects and blurring up of on land seems to be visible much closer than the beyond the refraction zone mirage effects that with footage like on the ocean that is a lot further away. And it does kind of explain, because people have been known to see mirages like in the desert and stuff with their own eyes.
Hey, check it out.
Yeah,
Pepe,
how much record is there of people actually seeing weird mirage type things with their own eyes on the ocean? None, really.
Hey, Pepe. Can you hear us?
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, we hear you. Excellent. So not a one-sided argument, because we've got you here in the last 2 minutes. Awesome. What have you got to say for yourself? We've got literally a couple of minutes left.
Who, me, personally? No, I'm just a big fan of Arwen.
Oh,
I
God.
just want to hear views on a lot of different things. That's all.
Do we live in a ball?
Sorry? Do we? Of
Do we live on a ball?
course we goddamn do.
What's the best piece of evidence you accept that we live on a ball?
Man, yeah.
Pardon?
My best piece of evidence?
That we live in a ball?
I would probably start with the fact that...
So no evidence then, Pepe.
Nah, he's a complete troll.
Bye.
I think I might use that as an excuse just to round out the show there. So with that, I will say first and foremost a huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of the live audience for tuning into this slightly disjointed debate. Be sure to, if you've not done so already, like, comment, share and subscribe. Also a massive thank you to all of the debating panel for making this debate possible. I've been Nathan Oakley and I will see you all in the next video.